True story JM. I'm going to tell you a little about carpenter ants. Carpenter ants. What is a carpenter ant? Carpenter ants get their name from their nest building, where they will excavate the wood and form smooth tunnels inside of the wood. Carpenter ants do not eat wood, they only tunnel and chew through wood to create nests. Did you know that there are more than 700 species of ants in the United States? In fact, ants are the #1 nuisance pest in the country. Fortunately, most common ant species, like odorous house ants, pavement ants, and Argentine ants, pose little threat beyond the annoyance of an infestation, but some ant species, like carpenter ants, can pose serious threats. What's the risk? What do carpenter ants do? Are carpenter ants bad for your home? Of all the ant species, carpenter ants are one of the most problematic. They can cause serious property damage to homes and other buildings. Carpenter ants get their name because they excavate wood in order to build their nests. Their excavation results in smooth tunnels inside the wood. Much like termites and other wood-destroying insects, this excavation can compromise the structural soundness of the wood over time. You may wonder, is carpenter ant damage covered by homeowners' insurance? Although policies can vary, many do not cover damage caused by carpenter ants. Where are carpenter ants found? There are 9 types of carpenter ants in the U.S. These pests are most commonly found in cool, damp climates in the northern regions of the country. Before we go on, please take a minute to subscribe and like the video. And don't forget to ring the notification bell. Carpenter ants build their nests in various wood sources, including tree stumps, fence posts, firewood or landscaping. They prefer to attack wood that has been wet or damaged as a result of leaks. Indoors, this means they are often found in damaged window and door frames, crawl spaces under roofs, chimneys, sinks and bathtubs. A mature carpenter ant colony can contain more than 10,000 workers. In large colonies, it is not uncommon to have multiple nests inside structures as well as outdoors. Carpenter ants usually gain access to buildings through cracks around doors and windows, holes for wires, or straight through wet, damaged wood. They will also crawl along overhead wires, shrubs, or tree limbs that touch the building far above the ground. Although carpenter ants first invade wet, decayed wood, they may eventually build paths through dry, undamaged wood, too. How do I spot carpenter ants? Carpenter ants are larger than most other ant species. They range in size from 1/4 inch for a worker ant to up to 3/4 of an inch. They are black or red, or sometimes a combination of both colors. Typically, carpenter ants act as silent destroyers, quietly tunneling through wood without any external signs of damage. In some cases, homeowners may notice wood fragments and sawdust that fall through cracks the ants have created. Badly damaged wood will have small openings, like little windows. How do I prevent carpenter ants? Carpenter ants can be destructive, and the damage they cause can be expensive to repair. The best way to treat this pest is to prevent them before they ever find a way into your home. Here's what to do about carpenter ants. For one, carpenter ants need a constant water source to survive, so eliminating moisture or standing water on your property can help to deter them. Consider using a dehumidifier in crawl spaces, basements, and attics that are prone to dampness. Homeowners can also trim tree branches and shrubs away from their home, as these often provide highways inside for ants and other pests. In addition, fill any gaps or cracks on the outside of the home with silicone caulk. Firewood and other wood building materials should be stored at least 20 feet from your home, and at least 5 inches off of the ground. Most importantly, keep a close eye on your property for signs of carpenter ants. Inspect wood on your home for the appearance of small openings or sawdust. And if you suspect you have a carpenter ant infestation, contact a licensed pest professional right away. The sooner carpenter ants are treated, the less serious the damage is likely to be. What not to do if you have carpenter ants. Carpenter ants have become a widespread problem throughout the eastern United States. They make their nests in damp, dead wood, and create tunnels so they can easily navigate through the structure. Carpenter ants are small, but the damage a colony can cause is not. What happens if your home or business becomes infested with carpenter ants? You might be wondering, what should I do if I have carpenter ants? However, it's also important to know what you shouldn't do when it comes to carpenter ants. Not properly identifying the type of ant infestation. Termites and carpenter ants cause similar damage to damp, dead wood. Oftentimes, you'll see piles of wood shavings near wood that's infested with either termites or carpenter ants. But in order to eradicate the infestation, you have to make sure you're treating your property for the correct pest. Carpenter ants are black ants with segmented bodies that measure in at 1/4-3/8 inches long. Termites or white ants don't have segmented bodies and have a large head. Ignore signs of carpenter ant damage. Carpenter ants are known to cause the most damage of all the different species of ants that commonly infest structures. Typically black in color, these relentless insects will threaten the structural stability of homes by digging into wood to build their nests. The amount of damage a carpenter ant infestation can inflict on a property can vary. If a colony has been actively infesting a property for a long period of time, the structural damage can be very extensive. That's why it's crucial to have infestations treated as quickly as possible by a licensed professional. The first line of defense most people turn to when it comes to ant infestations are DIY ant control solutions. This often includes borax or natural remedies like cinnamon. At first, these remedies might be effective, but will they eradicate the entire colony? Not likely. The only way to ensure carpenter ants won't return is by eliminating the colony. It's one thing to apply treatment to a couple ants you see scurrying across your kitchen counters, but it won't do much unless you get the source of your ant infestation. A pest control company is the best line of defense when it comes to eliminating carpenter ants and any pests for that matter. Unlike DIY ant control methods, the ant infestation removal services of a pest control company can ensure ants will be gone and won't return. Pest specialists will also be able to provide you with ant prevention tips. Once a carpenter ant infestation has been removed, it's important to take measures to protect your home from ants in the future. Seal entrance points like doors, windows, and building foundations. Keep food in airtight containers. Clean food and drink spills immediately. Trim trees and bushes to keep away from home. Drawn to moisture, colonies of carpenter ants will infiltrate homes and build nests in wood near windows, door frames, attics, chimneys, bathtubs, and any other area in your home where water and wood interact to cause rotting. These areas can be identified by discolored, water-stained wood, paneling, drywall or ceiling tile. Dust material application. In many situations the use of dust material will be used to find and eliminate nests of carpenter ants in the interior of a home. A pesticidal dust bulb and extension can reach into void areas and, when properly applied, the dust will float and thoroughly cover the hidden areas where carpenter ants can hide within a structure. Dust material treatments will be applied from the inside and will be followed up by a treatment from the outside. The twofold approach helps to ensure that no hidden areas where nests may exist are overlooked. Perimeter treatments. A treatment using non-repellent materials will be applied to the perimeter, focusing in on trails of carpenter ants that have been identified and problem areas where trails can potentially appear. The treatment can extend from the ground to any parts of the home's exterior that the insects could use to enter the property. The specialist will also apply the treatment to any cracks in the home's foundation by which carpenter ants and many other insects frequently use to enter residences. Carpenter ant nest treatments. Nest and barrier treatments are another component of Ehrlich's carpenter ant control solutions. It is crucial that all nests are detected and treated in order to rid the home of all ongoing carpenter ant treatments. It can often be very difficult to spot carpenter ant nests without a trained eye and the right equipment. That's why it is crucial to contact pest control professionals in the instance that your home faces a carpenter ant problem. If you're feeling overwhelmed by your carpenter ant infestation, your local Ehrlich pest control pest specialist is only a phone call away. Your dedicated pest specialist will devise a comprehensive ant control solution plan to remove ants and prevent them from returning in the future. Call us at 866-845-1308 or contact us online to find out how you can start benefiting from professional carpenter ant control. Remember to like the video and subscribe, share and comment. Thank you for watching.